Welcome, ghouls and gals. Big thanks to Ben McGinnis, as always, for playing us in with that wicked theme to our opening there. It's Thursday, or Friday Junior, as I like to call it. How's everybody doing? Glad you could join us. Thanks for watching. We appreciate every single one of you. Yeah, man. We expected a guest this week. Unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond anyone's control, he won't be with us today. But we are going to try and reschedule him as soon as possible. And I'm talking about, as I search frantically for the picture, Rye Barrett. He's going to be coming on to promote his new movie. Jeez. What the heck is going on here? I swear I wasn't hitting the head today, although I did. Yeah, Rye Barrett, he'll be on this week or next week, probably in the coming weeks, to promote In a Violent Nature, which premiered in January at a few festivals. It was at Sundance. It was a couple other places. I think it's May 3rd.
Yes.
I believe it's May 3rd it comes out. So look for that one, and stay tuned for Rye.
Yep.
We're also working on sorry, go ahead.
From a slasher's point of view too, like it from his.
Yeah.
And the slasher looks kick-ass in this.
Yeah, it definitely looks pretty wild, as you said, somewhat from the slasher's point of view. So that'll be interesting. Definitely looking forward to that.
I know. I can't wait to draw that.
I know. Cuckoo does look good.
Yes, it does.
It looks really good. I do. I'm very indifferent to the first two movies because I thought the first trailer would look really good. It had me really hyped, and it just kind of fell flat for me.
Yeah.
The second one I'm still processing, and I do. I hope the third one's good. I really do, because
me too.
Yeah, Mia Goth is just everywhere right now in the world of horror, and
man,
I wish her nothing but the best.
She's awesome. She's the new Scream Queen.
Yeah, definitely. So we had to switch things up. We do have a lot of news to cover. There was a ton of news in the last 10 days or so in the horror world, so we're going to be talking about that. We also got some trailers we're going to watch, or not watch, we're going to talk about. And we are going to have our review this week of a movie Steve and I both watched, one that we both really, really could not wait to watch. Mr. Frost with Jack Gold. I mean, I haven't seen that in so long. We will be reviewing Late Night with the Devil. We will try and not be too spoily, and if we do, we will give you a warning because we don't want to be those D-bags. But Steve and I are going to give you our take on Late Night with the Devil later on. And back this week, like it is most weeks, we will have the Metal Minute. So stick around for those. In place of Mr. Rye Barrett and the interview we were going to conduct today, I had to switch things up real quick. So I thought, let's try and figure out what our worst case scenario would be for us if we were in a horror movie. I thought this is something that we could have fun with, as well as the viewers at home. You guys can play along. We always love to hear your comments.
Thanks. Yeah.
That was so good.
It was so good. Like wow.
Yeah, I absolutely love that.
The roasting of that woman, holy cow.
So yeah, I'm going to run down some scenarios we have. Basically, we're going to try and make a horror, make our worst case scenario horror movie. But before we do that, thanks to everyone who came out to 420 Expo and came by our table and said hi. We had a lot of fun with everybody. Thanks to Rob Stichetto for coming on last week. You guys can go check out his social medias and get in on this campaign that he's doing. for the Zombie Handbook 2, which still has a few weeks left on it.
Yeah, let's get this made.
You can go to our page. All the links are there. As I'm flashing them quick, I'll show them again later. But yeah, go check it out, man. And Steve, you got something coming up.
I do. Paris, Ontario. First time in Paris. Kind of close to my backyard. It's like 15 minutes away. The first con I'm going to be doing that's actually that close to my home. And it's at the Paris Fairgrounds. Paris Night Market, everything witchy and spooky and everything. Coming up on May 11th.
Nice. Nightmare scenario, trapped in a device that can peel it. Yeah. Right? I mean, that's just a given. Any sane person, that would be the worst case scenario. So yeah, I got some locations, I got some killers, I got the company you would keep during this ordeal, the conditions, and timelines. So we're gonna play with all those and try and figure out what our worst case scenario would be, and we encourage everyone to play along. So Steve, you are gonna go first.
Ooh.
I do with some locations, and you're going to tell me what would be the worst location for you if you were stuck in a horror movie.
Okay.
All right. First up, I mean, the classic, there's the Cabin in the Woods.
Ooh.
Like that's, yeah.
Yeah, it's classic.
Yeah.
You're isolated.
Yeah. Equally terrifying for me. Some of my pictures get deleted. I swear this happens every week. I go through them. I do a rundown. I check to see they're all there, and they're not. So I'm going to move on to the next one as I replace that photo quick. I think this is one everyone can relate to, because I think all of us at some point, if you grew up with a basement, we're afraid of the basement.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. I know I was afraid of my basement at the home that my parents still reside in. I'm terrified.
Same. My grandma had a basement that would like scare you out of your socks, man.
Yeah. For me, it was because we had the stairs where someone could be under the stairs and reach and grab you. You know what I mean? So you weren't safe.
That's brutal.
And that was always my, you know what I mean? Because you're done. They grab your leg. You're down the stairs. You're toast.
Yeah. Now you're at their will.
Yeah. So that's number 2. The one that I was going to mention previously, I found the picture here. Now this could be abandoned or operational, because for me, I know just because of the first couple of Halloween movies, I think it was the second one, they were in the hospital.
Yep.
Terrified of hospitals because of that movie.
Yeah, they're creepy. Yeah.
So we can go hospital, we can go like psychiatric ward or like asylum, abandoned or operational. Both terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of negative energy in there too, right? Like those old ones. Ooh.
Of course. I mean, when you're talking horror movie locations, you got to throw a campground in there.
For sure.
And last but certainly not least, which I'm also, again, one, because of this particular movie, I try and always get the room closest to the elevator, because I hate hotel hallways.
Really? Wow, really?
So your choices are the hotel, a hotel setting, a campgrounds, a basement, a psychiatric hospital or asylum, abandoned or operational, and a cabin in the woods. What is your most terrifying scenario for you to be trapped in a horror movie?
I'm going basement.
Basement?
Yeah. Yes, that could be equally as bad.
You're just yours are grand slams every time. Yeah. Yeah. So me, I'm gonna go with the psychiatric hospital, abandoned, or an asylum.
Not hotel?
No, I'm gonna go. Yeah.
Nice.
And Steve, you said you're gonna go with basement.
Yep.
Yeah. You can pick anyone, pretty much any one of these for me, except for maybe the campgrounds. But eventually, if you got that in my head, then I'd be screwed.
Oh yeah, the campground could be fun up till when the sun goes down. Then your mind starts to wander, right? Then you're like, oh god, there's probably a killer here.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so we're gonna move on to the killer. Who's chasing us down? Who's trying to get to us? Who's trying to kill us? And I mean, out of the gate, you got to have your slasher.
Nice.
You got to have the typical slasher. Paranormal.
Ooh.
Yeah, always scary because you can't see it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Possession.
Ooh.
And I'm going to give you some sub choices for the possession. This could be a friend, family member, or a stranger.
Ooh.
So I think I know what one Steve is going to pick, so I'm going to save that one for last. I have to dig in here for another picture that doesn't seem to be uploaded. Come on. Unbelievable. Hey, someone's getting fired today.
Is our tech guy going to get fired today?
There it is. Now, This could be your choice. If you pick this one, a monster.
Yee.
You got to have the classic monster.
Oh, yeah.
An operational psych ward. Yeah. That's terrifying.
That would be nasty.
They can keep you pretty much as long as they want.
Yeah.
Crazy or not. And the company you would keep there would be, and you'd want Dr. Giggles in the psych ward. Yeah, terrifying. I agree, Robert Prince. Good picks. So we got the monster, we got the slasher, we got the paranormal. We had the possession, friend, family, or stranger. And the one I think Steve is probably going to pick, a doll.
Oh, man. Now I know why you put that at the end. Yep, I'm going doll.
You're going doll?
Yep, doll in the basement. How freaky is that?
Yeah. It's nightmare fuel. Absolute nightmare fuel.
What are you going with?
Oh, man. Paranormal, because I can't see it, definitely freaks me out. I mean, monster,
maybe you can fight it, but paranormal, you can't do anything.
Beaten the monster. People have beaten the slasher.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm going to have to go possession.
Ooh. Nice.
Yeah. And I'm going to go with a... See, I don't know what's better. Like a stranger, you have no emotional ties to.
Exactly.
So
they get possessed. You can lop their head off, and you have no.
All right, I'm done with you. I wanted to help, but I'm gonna go with family.
Ooh.
For the possession.
That's a hard one.
Yeah, and you picked a doll. So for doll. Would it be a doll with a weapon? Would it be a doll that consumes you? Or a doll that turns you?
Ooh, probably a doll that would consume you, like that freaky one that was on Krampus. Remember that one that one in the box? The ex-wife? Remember the doll that was in the box on Krampus and it was eating that dude?
I'm not sure.
There was a Jack in the Box. And they turned their flashlight around the corner, and all of a sudden the guy's feet was out of its mouth.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So you're going to consume?
Yeah.
All right. Moving on here. We're going to go with the company you keep. Because, I mean, most movies start out in a group. I mean, you got to have people to kill, right? Otherwise, what kind of movie is it? But there is also kind of movie where, sometimes you're with strangers.
Ooh, yeah, that's even better.
Yeah. Yeah. Strangers would be, again, you know what I mean? It's like, how emotionally invested are you in these people? So,
I think I know which way I'll probably go.
Yeah. Just sorry, I'm looking here again. Next up, we have Strangers. We have a Group of Friends.
Ooh.
I mean, a lot of horror movies start out with a group of friends.
Yes, because then you're emotionally invested, right?
The Shed. Yeah, The Shed is a great movie. What about your significant other?
Ooh. Yikes.
And sometimes you're alone.
Ooh.
The Jumanji of horror. I like it.
Nice.
Yeah, so you got alone, significant other, friends, or strangers.
Okay, so I know I'd like to have strangers because I would just feed them to the doll that was trying to eat me because I have no emotional investment to them. But
I just hope you get. Yeah,
yeah, and then I'm gonna like just scoot away up the stairs and I'm gone.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. There's that definitely that argument, but I guess friends and maybe significant other. You got someone looking out for you. You got someone
that's
that
true.
has your back.
Yeah,
So it's tough though.
that is. But then they could get hurt too. That's the thing, right?
Yeah,
That's the thing you got to worry about, especially with friends and family. That's why I'd just much rather have strangers because it's like, nah.
yeah. The Hand that Rocks the Cradle. Yeah, actually, I just watched that not that long ago. We revisited. Yeah. Great game of hide and seek in the wood. Complete strangers. Yeah. Night Watch with Nick Nolte, Josh Brolin is a thrilling. I don't think I've seen that.
No.
No. All right, so yeah, we have Alone,
So who you going with?
we have Significant Other, and we have Friends, and we have Strangers.
I guess you can't go alone because you're doing paranormal or a possessed family member, right?
Yeah. So it would have to be with friends.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah, friends, significant. I mean, my friends are my family, so
yeah,
I was always the black sheep of mine. All right. We've got a couple more here. A lot of horror movies take place at night. I mean, daytime. I mean, it can be scary, I guess, depending on the location. But I think night is an obvious one for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Although 20 weeks later and 28 days later, all that stuff in the day, those things are still terrifying, eh?
Yeah. And we're both inside, so I mean, weather conditions don't really affect us too much. Most horror movies go with the classic rain, thunder,
lightning.
But I mean, there's an argument to be made for being out in the snow.
Ooh.
In the cold dead of night. But
yeah,
most horror movies go with the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think at night for me, raining, thunderstorm outside, and last but certainly not least, would you want it to be one night and done? Would you want it to be a weekend?
Ooh.
Or something ongoing?
Oh God, one night and done, man. It'd be like peeling a Band-Aid off. Just do it quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, I did say what worst case scenario horror movies.
So worst case, I would say it keep going. Like it's just
ongoing. Yeah. There's just a doll that lives in your basement.
Yeah, that I can't get rid of.
Yeah, Steve's not going to sleep tonight. He's going to be messaging me at like 2 a.m. He's like,
I hear little pitter patter feet.
Worst episode ever. Yeah, ongoing. Yeah, an ongoing possession of a friend or family member for me. Yeah, that would be that would be, especially if it was like an in and out thing you never knew. You'd just be like shopping at Walmart and all of a sudden it's like, hey, it's okay. She's possessed.
She starts floating.
Clean up in aisle 6. Vomit everywhere. All right, so there you have it. Steve's worst case scenario horror movie would be him stuck in a basement with a killer doll that consumes him, trapped with his bunch of strangers, and at night, and just just the thing doesn't go away.
Nope. I got to keep feeding strangers to it.
You just gotta keep meeting new friends and just, hey, come over, I'm having a party. Come on down to my man cave.
Yeah, come on down.
Yeah, as long as they're not eating you, right?
Exactly. I got to keep that thing full so he doesn't get me.
Yeah. For me, an abandoned asylum with a possessed family member or friend, and yeah, I guess this is like a Twilight Zone thing. If this is an ongoing thing, because it doesn't seem like I'm getting out of this anytime soon.
Yikes! That's terrifying.
You know what? I mean, we kind of picked this. I didn't have anything pre-picked when I had all these, but I've had I've never really had a reoccurring dream. I mean, I think I've had a couple that are maybe close, but I've always have a reoccurring theme of
Really
somewhere that I can't leave.
Whoa!
It's either my legs don't work or I just can't seem to, as much as I want to go home, or I'm if I'm talking to somebody and trying to meet up with somebody, I cannot never seem to get there.
Really?
Yeah. So
whoa,
that's very, very fitting. That's I inside my mind.
No kidding. It's scary.
So there you go. Someone has already stolen those scripts, and those movies will be out in 2025. But yeah, that was fun.
That was awesome. Now I'll be terrified for the rest of the evening.
I know. I try not to bring up dolls around you. Killer dolls. All right, everybody. As I said, we do have a ton of news to get through. There were some horror movie trailers that came out this week that we're going to talk about. We have our movie review of Late Night with the Devil, and everybody's favorite, fastest growing segment, our Metal Minute.
Sweet.
So yeah, lots of news, man. Let's get started. Saw 11. We now know that Saw 11 has been pushed a year. Originally expected to be out this September, the 24th will now be, 2024 will now be September of 2025.
Really?
And The Crow, the same studio, getting a little push from June 7th to August 23rd.
Yeesh.
So,
yikes. Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, especially for Saw fans of Saw, But at least, I mean, the upside is they're not going to throw this thing together, right?
Exactly. If they make a good story.
Yeah. Another year to work out the bugs or the traps.
For sure.
Confession time, and I feel like an asshole, but I never knew that Stephen King wrote The Running Man.
Are you serious? It was a Bachman book.
Under Richard Bachman.
Yeah.
But I still did not know that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Did you read this?
Yes, ages ago.
Yeah. We now know that The Running Man is going to be remade.
Really?
It's going to be Glenn Powell in the lead. They're saying that they're going to stay really close to the book with this one, the Stephen King book. And The Running Man in the novel and in the movie, that took place in 2025.
Wow.
Yeah. So good timing.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm
excited. I'm excited to see another take on The Running Man.
It could be much darker. Like it could go very dark.
Yeah. The movie didn't do well.
No.
I mean, as much as maybe people like our age, they think, oh yeah, that's a classic. You know what I mean? It was a $32 million budget and it only made $38 million.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, it was kind of schlocky, right? Like.
Yeah. But I mean, just Arnie in the mid '80s. Like, how was that not a winner?
I know, right? The minute you put his name on the bill, people just came out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So look for that coming in the next couple of years, probably. Sam Raimi's coming to Netflix. He's bringing his serial killer thriller, Don't Move.
Ooh.
Starring Kelsey Asbilly.
Really?
Director Brian Netto, and no release date yet.
Oh man. Anything Raimi, I'm in.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
We found out last week. This story is a couple of weeks old. The fact that they're making a Scary Movie 7. I thought about putting it in our news last episode, but I'm just like, it's not a horror movie. Just
No.
it's a scary movie. It's not a horror movie. But I'm gonna give it its day in the sun this week because we now know that Melissa Barrera, who was fired from Scream 7. She was in Scream 6. Of course, she was fired from Scream 7 from her comments on sort of social media about the Israeli-Hamas situation. So, she says she wants to be in the new Scary Movie 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, hey, why not?
They'd be crazy not to get her.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Are you a fan of the scary movies?
No.
Too cheesy for you?
Yeah. I'm not a big goofy comedy parody movie guy.
What about so were you not a fan of the Naked Gun movies?
That I loved.
Okay.
I absolutely love the Naked Guns.
What about like Airplane?
Yes, that is probably my favorite comedy movie. Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely parody movies now are different than parody movies that we had, like Spaceballs.
Yeah. If you put on Airplane now, oh my God. Yeah. People would be clutching their pearls now.
Shirley, you must be joking. No, I'm not. Don't call me Shirley.
And don't call me Shirley.
What is Daniel Roebuck in that he's not awesome in? The guy's had such a great career.
I know, right?
And now we know that he's going to be Santa Claus in the upcoming Terrifier 3.
I know. I heard that.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that.
He should kill that.
Yeah, Daniel Roebuck's great in everything.
Oh, hands down, yeah.
Release date for that is October 25th, 2024. So not long to wait for Terrifier 3.
Nice.
This movie was... I mean, you got what you paid for with this movie, but I actually kind of liked it.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I like it. They're making a second one.
Really?
Yeah. No word on Samara Weaving reprising her role yet, but they are making Ready or Not 2. The first one did really well. It was a $6 million budget and made almost $60 million. So,
jeez.
Yeah. Why not?
I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome. And when they all exploded at the end. Sorry, spoiler.
Yeah.
The movie's 6 years old.
I was going to watch it now, too. Jeez, thanks, Steve.
Vader's loose father. This, of all the cheesy, I love it. I love this movie. But all the cheesy, shitty horror movies that were made in the 80s, and this is what you're turning into a novel?
Oh, come on. Are you serious?
Yeah, the novelization of the 1986 horror movie Chopping Mall is currently being penned by Brian G. Barry. It'll be released by Encyclopocalypse Publications and Shout Factory. Brian G. Barry. I mean, everybody's familiar with his work. He put out such classics as Commando Ninja and Amityville Death Toilet. So this is sure to be a classic.
This movie, oh my God, so bad.
It's so bad. It's got that Maximum Overdrive kind of, nostalgia for me, though. You know what I mean? It's so bad, it's good.
Now I want to see Amityville Death Toilet now, though.
I guarantee that one's shitty. Guaranteed. All right. Brad Dourif announced earlier this week that he's basically retired. and he's done with acting. But he said he's not leaving Chucky behind. He will continue to be the voice of Chucky.
Nice.
So good news for Chucky fans.
Have you been keeping up with the work on that with his daughter, like with the prosthetics dressed as him in the new Chucky? Yeah, Fiona. She's playing his young character before he got transferred into Chucky's body, did that dark ritual and everything. She's him when he was younger, and she wears all the prosthetics, and you would swear it's Brad. It is really cool what they've done.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
A movie that I didn't expect to like, because they're, the whole paranormal ghost kind of thing and vampires, I'd say, are probably my top two for horror movies that are just like, I mean, I do watch a lot of them, and there are some gems. There are ones that I do really like obviously Dusk Till Dawn.
Ooh.
There's definitely some good Blade.
30 Days a Night. Did you like that one?
That was a good one.
That was awesome.
But yeah, the whole ghost possession thing and it's just never really been my cup of tea. But I went and saw The Pope's Exorcist, and I really enjoyed it.
Oh, with Russell Crowe, right?
Yeah.
That was good. It's getting a second, right?
It's getting a second one, yeah. We're going to talk about this one in a bit because the trailer came out today, actually. So you can go watch that after the show. But Pacino, he's following in Russell Crowe's footsteps, and Al Pacino will be starring in a horror movie called The Ritual with Dan Stevens. You've seen Dan Stevens lately in Godzilla, Kong, New Empire. He's in the upcoming Abigail.
Oh, nice.
They're going to be starring as two real-life priests, and this is based on a true story about an exorcism.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
And the Pope's Exorcist, that exorcist they based that off of, he has a lot of those stories. Like, have you checked out some of the real exorcist stories on YouTube?
No.
Yeah, they talk about his background and what they base that movie after, and it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not dispelling or not being a naysayer, but I wonder how many of these are mental.
Undiagnosed mental illness? Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I would say 99.9% are.
But that's good.
Yeah.
Because we don't want no demons here. We found out a few months ago that the second the patent came up, that we were going to be getting a Mickey's Mousetrap, a little play on words there, so they're not actually using Steamboat Willie in an upcoming horror movie. And even Reyes Frank Wayfield, who's doing the whole Poohniverse with Winnie the Pooh movies and Bambi and Cinderella and Pinocchio and all Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Even he said he wasn't going to touch the Steamboat Willie thing because he just did not want to go toe to toe with Disney.
Oh no, they're going to sue him.
But Mickey's Mousetrap isn't the only one. We just found out that this one is going to be coming out in 2025.
Oh my God.
Screamboat, from the producers of Terrifier 2 and The Mean One.
No way.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, hey, Disney, you got the law changed once.
Yeah.
It only used to be like 50 years, and they fought it when, like in the 70s, whenever that was.
Yeah.
And so I mean, it's fair game now, man.
I still wouldn't want that heat on me. Like, they're going to have like lawyers after them.
You'll never work in a Disney product. And I mean, they own everything. And I mean, they're only going to continue to own everything, I'm sure. So yeah. It's a daring move for sure if you want to make it in the business. I mean, even for the actors, like.
Exactly. Do you want that?
Yeah. This movie I'm excited to see. I'm pretty sure there's a teaser trailer that came out a while ago for this one. And we got some new poster art this week for Tarot, which comes out May 3rd. And these are really cool.
I'm excited about this one.
Yeah.
It kind of has the same feel as 13 Ghosts. Like I'm really interested in this one.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
I love that art.
Yeah, very cool. I like
Yeah.
it. These next two stories, this one I just saw yesterday. We knew already that 28 years later is going to be coming at us soon. But we also now know who's going to be in it.
Ooh.
And good cast. We've got Ralph Fiennes, Jodie Comer, and Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Nice. Isn't he Craven the Hunter?
I think so.
Yes.
And the zombie sequel is going to be the directorial debut of Zoe Kravitz.
No way. That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
And this one I just saw right before we went live. Actress Elizabeth Moss was doing an interview yesterday and said that they haven't ruled out an Invisible Man 2 yet.
Ooh. That would be cool. That one was intense, man.
It was good. It was so good. I'm so glad we finally got a great Invisible Man movie.
Yes. And it was, yeah. That was
I
really
like the
good.
Chevy Chase one.
Yeah. Oh, Bankhead.
Oh, man.
So yeah, I mentioned we got a couple of trailers this week, so let's talk about those. I mentioned the Russell Crowe movie, The Pope's Exorcist, well, The Exorcism. I'm assuming this is a sequel because you can't make Russell Crowe look young again.
No.
I mean, they could go a few years prior to the events of the last one, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's a prequel or sequel, though. But the trailer did come out today. I haven't had a chance to watch the whole thing yet. I just saw a few seconds of it earlier, so.
I saw some still frames, yeah, of it.
Yeah, hey, I'll check it out.
He does look younger.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, actually, yeah. Now that I look at this picture a little closer with my glasses on, is what I mean by that. When we were at 420 Expo, Ryan took a picture of us and Crabman from My Name is Earl.
Yeah.
Darnell. I'm forgetting his last name right now, but anyways, yeah, he hands me my phone back, and I'm like, "Fuck!" I'm like, "These are all blurry, man. Fucking,
Eddie
they're not even in
Steeples.
focus." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I don't have my glasses."
Eddie Steeples.
Eddie Steeples, thank you.
Or Nelson.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, we also got a trailer. We knew Josh Hartnett was going to be starring in the upcoming M. Night Shyamalan movie Trap, which takes place at a concert. But now we got a trailer, and yeah, it's not a spoiler because this is the first thing they told us about the movie. Basically, he takes his daughter to a concert, and before the show starts, he goes out to get something from one of the vendors and notices a lot of extra security and cameras and police, and kind of asks the one guy, like, "What the hell's going on here tonight?" And he's like, they think that they got a tip that serial killer is going to be here tonight, and they're trying to catch him.
I know. I can't wait for this one.
Yeah. So I'll be definitely going to check out M. Night Shyamalan's Trap.
Oh, for sure.
I just watched. What was the last one?
A Knock at the Cabin?
Knock at the Cabin. Yeah, we just watched it for a second time the other night. It was
it's
so
actually-
good.
It's his
I
best-
love that.
Spoilers, and I love that the twist was
No twist.
no twist.
Yeah.
That was his best one.
I'm like,
Seriously.
fuck. I'm like, you got me, man.
Totally
Fuck.
got me.
I know, right? What they were saying was the exact truth. Like,
Yeah. We also got a trailer for this movie, Channing Tatum starring in the upcoming Blink Twice. He's a celebrity who a bunch of people meet at a party. He invites him back to his private island, and like, hilarity ensues. I'm just kidding. It's a horror movie. But you also see Christian Slater in here. So Haley Joel Osment, Gina Davis, Kyle MacLachlan. So yeah, great cast.
wow. Christian Slater back. Wow.
Yeah. Well, anytime I think of Christian Slater, I always think back to Young Guns too.
Yep.
when they're held up there getting shot at, and he's reading the warrant, and he's like, Arkansas Dave Rudabaugh. He's like, he said my name, man. He said my name. Yeah. Doc's like, yeah, we're real happy for you, Dave. Because he never got any of the credit in any of the articles that were ever written when they did jobs. So,
That was another like huge cast too, eh?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, the second one was pretty good. It was all right.
Yeah.
That first one, like, to me, that ending is just
that was awesome.
When he comes out of the trunk, just
boom, boom. I know you can't redo that. That was great.
Yeah. Then Chavez comes in with the horses.
Yeah.
Goddamn Chavez! I knew he'd screw us. All right, so yeah, those are the chillers. Go check those out after the show. We still have our review of Late Night with the Devil, and of course our Metal Minute to finish off the show. So yeah, let's get into it, man. Late Night with the Devil. Give us for those watching, we're not going to spoil it yet, so you don't worry. You can get our spoiler-free review until we tell you otherwise. Steve, what did you think of the movie?
Absolutely loved it. Probably my favorite film this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it takes place. It's a somewhat found footage, I guess.
Yeah, they kind of at the beginning said this is the only footage found from the Halloween Eve, and in the 70s they nailed that 70s look.
Definitely nailed
wow.
The 70s feel.
Yeah. I thought it was great.
I remember I texted you and I said that I kind of called it, but I think when the girl first does her little thing and says, I can't remember what the exchange was, but she says something to him, and I'm like, oh shit, spoilers in. I said, I'm like, that motherfucker sold his soul to the devil to be number one.
Yeah.
But then they totally pulled me away from that. And we're not going to spoil the ending because it's to me, it's one of those movies that once you see it once, you can't watch it again the same.
Yeah.
Because that ending was just like, it was just what a mind fuck.
It was. Man, it was out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely had me right to the very end. Like I was just that end, I was just like, they just went and dropped, and I was just like,
I know, right? And I honestly thought that dude in the skeleton outfit was going to do something too. Like, remember they kept interviewing him and he wouldn't respond, and
they did such a good job for those people who try and figure out movies or think they know what's going on or whatever. They toy with and it becomes so prevalent at the end, but more so at the end. Like, holy fuck, they were fucking with me the entire time and pulling me this way and pulling me that way.
Yeah, they were definitely screwing around with the viewers.
Yeah. It was an uneasy watch.
Oh yeah,
it felt very, very odd for me. That's, and again, I think that's partially due to the whole 70s feel.
Yeah. There's no cell phones to call anyone. You're basically in that studio at their mercy at that point. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Great movie. I give it 2 thumbs up.
Same.
So
I loved it.
Go check out Late Night with the Devil. You will not be disappointed. Watch it to the very end.
Yes.
The very end. So Metal Minute, couple things to talk about this week. First, I'm gonna rant a bit here. I do this every year. Just change it to the Music Hall of Fame.
Yes.
There are not rap acts in the Country Music Hall of Fame.
Nope.
There's no blues acts in the Country Music Hall of Fame. There's no rock acts in the Country Music. Those are no metal acts in the Country Music Hall of Fame.
I agree.
It's got a huge ass sign out in front there in Cleveland that says Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I have no problem with the artists that are selected every year. Definitely deserve to be in their respected Hall of Fames. but just call it what it is.
Yeah.
To me, I think it's one of those things that it was just like, it was just greed.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
what can we just capitalize on instead of just having, one or two big acts every year in the rock world to nominate to induct? Let's just corner the market and just, take something from everybody, and we can make a huge spectacle, right?
Then you don't have one genre of viewers just viewing. You have everyone then, right?
Yeah. It's just a cash grab.
Oh, that's all it is.
Just a cash grab, man. But it is what it is.
Did I see Dave Matthews Band as an inductee on that one? Oh my God.
Yeah. So, this year's inductees, we got Mary J. Blige, Jimmy Buffett, Cher, Dave Matthews Band, Foreigner, Peter Frampton, Kool and the Gang,
Alexis Corner.
Yeah, MC5. A couple of these are like honoree.
Oh, okay.
Inductees. I know that because
Dave Matthews.
I know MC5 was on that list from what I read before. But Ozzy Osbourne getting in as a solo artist is our story here, because this is the middle minute. And I mean, I'm not sure if Sabbath is already in. If they're not,
they are. I think they were in late 90s.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a lot of artists that have a problem with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you're not gonna have an institution that inducts the best of the best and not have the best of those best, and everyone else think they're the best of the best, and they're these massive egos.
Exactly.
So
yeah, I know.
It makes for some good reads every year.
Exactly. It pisses a lot of people off too.
Yeah. So obviously, I think you stand in the same place I do with it.
Oh, for sure. Just call it the Music Hall of Fame, man.
Yeah.
And don't let Dave Matthews in. He's the shits.
I feel like, and I know people that have seen him multiple times and are huge Dave Matthews fans, but I guarantee, gun to their head, name a Dave Matthews song, and they're like,
they can't. Exactly.
At least a few of them, and you know who you are.
And Dave Matthews fans are like, they're feverish. Like, it's almost like meeting a hardcore Tool fan. They will only talk about Tool or Dave Matthews. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, at least Tool. I love Tool, and I love how musically talented they are. But Dave Matthews, there's nothing redeeming about him.
I took some heat a couple years ago for a post I made about Tool, and you know what? The summer that that album came out with, what album was that? With Disgustipated.
Oh,
and Sober, and
that was.
But anyway, there's that like 15-minute secret song about the cry, or the cry of the carrots. You remember that?
Yes.
It was like 7 minutes of silence, and and you just let the CD play, and then all of a sudden we heard crickets coming in. We're like, are we tripping out? Like, is this? You just hear this megaphone on. These are the cries of the carrots. And goes on this huge rant on like some Southern preacher about how vegetables feel pain, and let the rabbits wear glasses. And I was just like, this is wild, and I don't know. I listened to that album at nausea. Like I can recite every song on that, and Sober's become one of those the song for them that he doesn't like being associated with, because it got radio play. It got that video was played nonstop on MTV back when they used to play actual videos.
Yeah, that's a cool video too, eh?
Yeah. So and I know how fanatic some Tool fans, and I made this post, and I've got some friends that are die-hard Tool fans. Like, I've seen them multiple times, and my post was that I was like, oh, Tool going on tours. Some of these meet and greet packages are pretty wild. The ultimate fan meet and greet package is you actually get to get your picture taken with Maynard James Keenan's balls in your mouth.
No.
And people my buddies are just like, back here, asshole. It's awesome.
Unfriended.
I'm like, you know what? I will not disagree. They're a totally talented band, but Maynard James Keenan's a weird dude.
He is incredibly odd.
And I just get, I totally get, oh, geez, I'm forgetting his name now. Geez, I'm getting Gigi Allen vibes from him. So,
Oh, yeah.
where the whole balls in the mouth thing came from. Because
Nice.
I know it was something fans would do. It was like the thing that the ultimate fan photo with Gigi Allen was to get a picture with you and his dick in your mouth.
What? Really?
Right? Yeah. Gigi
Ugh.
Allen's weird. Like, if you guys don't know who Gigi Allen is,
Oh, yeah. Look him up.
look him up at your own.
Oh,
We are not associated with Gigi Allen in any way, shape, or form.
no.
Nor do we promote his antics.
Wow.
Like,
I did not know that.
He's an interesting dude. Like, the guy used to throw feces at the audience and like, just
Yeah.
weird. But what do they call them? They call them trendsetters.
Yes.
That trend did not take. So thank God for that.
Ugh.
I mean, I've been spit on by Hugh from Headstones.
Oh, yeah.
We spit right back. Spit
Nice.
on you, man. And last but certainly not least, our story for the Metal Minute. I had to think that this was going to come eventually. I know that originally Dee Snider had said that Twisted Sister would never reunite after the death of their drummer. But he said that the offers to reunite are getting too big to turn down.
No way.
Yeah. So
Are they going on the road?
We may see another Twisted Sister tour or show or festival or something. Maybe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where Sepultura's drummer went.
Yeah, maybe.
He didn't go to Slipknot. He went to Twisted Sister.
That was the first album I ever bought with my own money. Was Twisted Sister "Stay Hungry"?
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I just, I've been a huge Twisted Sister fan my entire life. Did you see the documentary?
No.
It was really good.
Really?
Really good. Yeah, it's long, but it's good.
Well, Dee's a very well-spoken person. Like, remember he went in front of Congress to fight the advisory thing.
I brought that up the other day in the truck because Twisted Sister was on the radio. And this kid that I work with, he's probably 20. Like, he had seen that clip. You know what I mean? And he knows who Dee Snider is because of that clip.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's shocking.
Yeah. Like, it was. But yeah, the document, like, they really cut their teeth, man, in the set. Like, because they didn't break till like 83, 84.
Yeah.
And they were around for like the entire 70s in like Long Island and Jersey. And like, they were one of those well-kept secrets, man. Just
really
just rocked everywhere they went.
That's crazy. I didn't know they were around that long.
Yeah, no, it's a really good documentary. I think it's on Prime.
Oh, I gotta watch that.
I believe it's on Prime. Yeah, so being a fan, they never came around here. Literally never even came close.
Really?
Growing up. And I finally got a chance to go see them. They put out that Christmas album, which I was like, really, guys? Really? But it's actually like one of the Christmas albums I play around my house. So
no way.
We went and it was supposed to be at the Cannon Theater, I think, in Toronto or something, like one of those theaters on Yonge Street.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't sell enough tickets, so it got moved to the Danforth Music Hall, which is a great venue to see a band, any band, especially a band like Twisted Sister. And they did the Christmas tunes, but they also did the hits.
Oh, nice.
And I remember when they started to play The Price. That it comes in with the guitar there, and then it quiets down, and Dee starts it. And before he could fucking get on a note, the entire fucking music hall, we all started singing the words. And he just stopped and sat back, and we did like the first full like intro and chorus, and just like he's like, stop, all right. He's like, stop the show. He's like, he goes, I guess we got some fans in Toronto. He goes, we should have played here a lot more over the years. We haven't been here in 18 years.
What?
Yeah. So
Wow.
and he just fucking the whole band fucking stood up and they're just like they're like thank you like for that, like that was awesome, man. Fucking, you know, it was so cool.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't think they had that huge of a following.
Yeah, you know, the height of their fame was the 80s. You know, they
Yeah.
had We're Not Gonna Take It and
I Want to Rock.
Yeah, I Want to Rock. Less of the B-sides were like I think Stay Hungry and Stay Hungry.
Their videos kicked ass, eh?
But just you know, going back to the footage of the 70s shows, like they were like Ramone-esque, like just how fast they would play live.
Really?
Just, I got to see the Ramones open up for Zombie on their final tour, and it was literally one song would end and 2, 3, 4, and right back into the next tune, and it was just like they would have been so cool to see in one of those little bars in Long Island in the 70s for sure.
Oh, imagine that.
No.
Man, it's almost like an attack on your senses, eh? Like the Ramones, they put out like 40 songs, but it'd be done in like 40 minutes. Boom, done. We're out of here.
Did you see the tweet that we got a couple minutes here, so we're going to end on this. Did you see the tweet that Drew Carey put out about going to see Fish at the Sphere in Las Vegas?
No.
So apparently he wasn't a fan. He didn't really know their music, and he went to go see Fish, who's now doing the residency at the Sphere. I mean, I'm sure everybody's heard the Sphere. Utah just wrapped up theirs. It was something like, I don't have it in front of me, but he's like, I've seen God. And he went on this rant, just the most awesome review you'd ever want from a fan if you were a band playing live. Like, and I was just like, really?
Really? Drew Carey?
Yeah. So, I mean, good on Fish. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd seen some of the footage from the U2 show. And I mean, the Sphere is just...
It's insane.
You could get just about anybody in the Sphere, and with the whole, you know, antics going on there with the LED, you know, 360 roof, anybody's going to look awesome in the Sphere.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean...
Not Dave Matthews.
Not Dave Matthews. We want to thank everybody for joining us. We appreciate you guys every week. We will be back. We are going to try and reschedule Rye Barrett come on and talk about his upcoming movie In a Violent Nature, which comes out May 3rd, I believe.
Yeah, go see it.
So go look for that. Go look for the trailer. The trailer's out there. We are working on some other guests from some pretty big franchises, so stay tuned for those. For me, the Metal Mennonite, my sidekick, Sir Steve McGinnis. This is another episode of Two Severed Heads. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks, everybody. Shop smart. Shop has smart.